Jameson Caskmates Stout is already one I like, and now I gotta try to figure out how to tell you why I like it. And after the video earlier this week, I don't know if I can taste anything anymore. So here we go. Welcome to KIllco, my name is Brian, and today we are reviewing this. Now to be clear, I have tried this before, I like it, I finished a bottle, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy this. After my last video, I'm terrified of what's happening to my taste buds, but we'll work with it. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Oh, so good. So good. That's a hefty pour in my mind. But I'm okay with that. All of it. There we go. Admire the color. This reminds me of honey. Or, as I said before with the Irish whiskey, it's definitely the color you see in a sunset. And I say that probably because I was watching a sunset over the weekend, I think. Before I go too much further, I have to remind everyone that Dry Week starts at the time of this posting. It'll be noon, so we're talking the 13th, Friday the 13th at noon, until Friday the 20th of this month. It's going to be rough. 2020 has been pretty harsh, but a week off is definitely necessary. If you have any comments or suggestions or even just general Q&A questions that you'd like to leave me for me to make something of some sort of content over the next week, please post below, and I will try to get to those. Moving on. On to the nose. Apples. Apple sauce, actually. Oh, that's really sweet. Seems sweeter than usual. And honey. Jameson's really nice. If you ever just need a nice Irish whiskey, you won't go wrong. I do enjoy the Stout edition. Why? But I still haven't been able to put, my finger right on why. I don't know why. There's a slight caramel note to it. Very sweet, but the hardest thing for me to do is pick out exactly how sweet. I think all I'm going to get is like a honey sweetness out of this. And of course I am thinking about buttered biscuits or scones or honeyed pastries, definitely. Or butter pastries, especially. This is a lovely smell. The problem about this is I could just keep smelling this for like 20 minutes. I don't know if that's content people want though, but thankfully editing exists. Lucky you. There is almost a grass note in the back of it, if that makes any sense to anyone. And I am thinking of fudge or chocolate, milk chocolate. I'm probably just thinking of cookies again. I probably just want some chocolate chip cookies, let's be honest. Yeah, as always, it's delightful. That's about all I can get out of it without going on for hours on end here. On to the palate. It's lovely. I think what it is that the Stout cask does is it makes it a little clingier, a little richer. That's something I like out of Redbreast products, is they're very creamy. And sometimes with Irish whiskey it can get kind of thin, and sometimes it get a little spiky, a little metallic. That is not in this. This is actually just pleasant for me. All right, the initial sip is out of the way. Let's try holding it on the tongue and see what happens. Oh, yeah. Candied. Very sweet. A little bit of pepper spice, just a smidge. Nothing like bourbons. Definitely honey. It's definitely a honey sweetness, I have to say. But it's rich, and it's coating my mouth like crazy, and I love that. I love it when a whiskey just hugs you, as it were. Not so much like a bourbon where you get the Kentucky hug, where it's just the burn going down, because I seem to get that all the time, no matter what. But this is a tasty dram, but as usual, I'm having difficulty with the taste more than I am with the smell. Third time's a charm. It's got a slight drying note. I'm thinking of honeysuckle, oddly enough. The sweetness isn't as prevalent now, and there is a slight dry finish. Maybe a little bit of tannin and oak, but as far as the whole experience, it's coating, sweet, honeyed. Then it goes down, a little bit of tannin. I'm trying to pick out where the stout comes in. I think the stout just kind of rounds out any spikiness. And I'm closing my eyes to try to get a better idea of things. If it's just me looking like I'm blind, I'm trying to hone my senses, as it were. If I block out seeing, that makes it a little easier for me. All in all, lovely dram. And now, let's check the notes of the whiskey site, which I will link down below. All right, I'll be glad to know there's actually an official notes as well. So we'll first go with the community ones, and of course we have apple and vanilla. Community profile is pretty slim, actually. Cocoa and vanilla for the flavor, and the finish is just vanilla. I have a feeling not many people have actually bothered to review this, because that is slim pickings. US dollar amount for this is about $30 for a whole bottle. Would I buy it for $30? Hell yeah, I would. It's delish. The official overview: origin, Ireland, cork. ABV is 40%, Irish blend, no age statement. The official nose: an initial aroma of mostly fresh-cut hay is complemented by a crisp orchard fruit character. I said apples. Green apples and pears with a twist of lime zest. I would agree with that. Mild pot still spices appear, deepening from green tea to hazelnut and milk chocolate. Maybe that's the drying note I was getting on the end. It's kind of like a tea thing, because I know tea can have a bit of a drying effect, but I never think of tea. I don't know why. Official taste: the initial sweet mouth coating typical of the Irish pot still inclusion is quickly complemented by the subtle touch of hops and cocoa beans from the beer cask finish. Maybe that's why I was getting the chocolate note. I dig it. The official finish: long and sweet with milk chocolate and butterscotch. Hey! I got some stuff this time. I was really paranoid because I wasn't getting anything for the last one I did, and I wasn't sure why. But, as with all my videos that I remember to do this with, would I buy this again, yes or no? Did I enjoy it, yes or no? I would definitely buy a bottle of this. This is good stuff. I don't know why I enjoy the Jameson Stout Caskmates so much more than the IPA. I just have an aversion to IPA, I think. But, yeah, an enjoyable dram. I would recommend this to any beginners, especially, who wanted to try something just, everyone knows Jameson, but, try something slightly different and see if there's anything about it that's like, oh, this is more interesting than just taking a shot. There's more to it. And once more, dry week starts Friday, so the day this is posting, which is tomorrow for me, but it's the present for you, or the future, depending. Videos are weird. Time is weird. Anyway, till next time, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and especially in the year 2020, Sláinte. Oh, that's good. Thank you for joining me on KIllco. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.